everybody, to another episode of Insights with Gail. Today, I want to talk to everybody about the Ascension. I'm hearing, from YouTubers that they know people who are afraid that they may not ascend, that they don't even believe this Ascension thing, and they just, it's scary to them. And that's exactly what we're going through with this Ascension. So I wanted to go over some things that I'd written down about what it means to ascend and everything. So let me get to that. So one of the things that we need to do is we need to anchor in the new frequencies that are coming in. In the last video that I did, or one of them, I talked about the Schumann resonance. And we talked about how the energies are coming in from source, whatever, solar flares. We don't really understand everything, but we are getting energies coming in, and it would help us for this ascension to anchor these energies in. And one of the ways that you can do that is bringing the light into your body. And how I do this, and I know that probably a lot of people have different ways. This is the way I've done for many, many years. But I'll bring in what I call God's light, source light, whatever you want to call it. And I bring it into my crown chakra. So I bring it in from the sky into my body, all the way down to my feet. And when I get to my feet, I pull that energy way down and keep going down and down and down until I hit the center of the earth. And so once I feel that I've hit the center of the earth, I put an anchor around it. Sometimes it's a rope, sometimes it's like an anchor that you put off of a boat or anything. And you anchor yourself to the earth. And so you're grounding yourself first. So then I pull the energy all the way up from the earth, all the way up through my body and back up to my top of my head. And then I start over again. And then this is when you're bringing the light again. And you bring the light from above, from source, and you bring it from your crown chakra all the way down. And you make like a little ball in your solar plexus of the light. And you push it out. And you push it out all around your body. So you can just feel your body just encircling in God's light. And it's like an egg that you can just feel that the light's around you. And then I also say, all energy that does not match my frequency of love must leave now. I say that 3 times. All energy that does not match my frequency of love must leave now. And so after the 3rd time, I just sit there for a few minutes and go and do my things. And you'll notice that when you're grounded and you've told the universe that only love comes around in you, you'll feel a lot better. So, you might want to try that for one of the things to try. Another thing that I've got is that when you're ascending, and so you'll know that we can no longer base our life on what we did in the past. You've got to let the past go. So if you think that because you failed at something, that you're going to fail again, or that you tried to do some job and you couldn't do it before and you can't do it again, it doesn't apply. We're in a different energetic field. And so you create your own thoughts. And so you create your own life. So that's another thing that you create your own life through your thoughts. Another thing that you can do is that the Ascension does is that you learn to see that your old thought patterns no longer apply. And I know a lot of the truther people have found out that they've been living in this illusion and everything. And that's what we're going through. We're breaking the illusion. And so you'll see that friends may not apply anymore, that you used to have something in common with them and you no longer do. It's okay. It's okay that you're doing that. Another thing that you might find out that your beliefs aren't the same, that what you believed before um, doesn't apply anymore, or who you believed in, you can't believe in anymore. Who you had faith in, no faith anymore. It's this whole ascension thing is about blasting and breaking systems down. And that's what we can see all over the world. And this is what this is all about. So there's nothing to be afraid of. Just know that you've got love in you and that you're matching the frequency of God's love. Another thing, let's see. Oh, on my other video, I talked about the heart coherence and being heart centered. So when you're talking to people or anything, you can send people love all day long. I've seen it work in businesses. When I've worked in businesses, I've told people to use this heart approach and you can just send it. There's no fancy thing about it. You can just go to your heart and send somebody love, because we're all working through this. There's no one on earth that isn't working through this. And we've just got to keep that in mind, that if they react to you and you react back, it's this crazy energy that we're all going through. Another thing that we need to do is step out of fear. Fear lowers the vibration. And we all know who wants to keep us in fear. You know, the news media, the politicians, you name it, the medical profession, they want us in fear. And when fear grasps us, it lowers our vibration. And it's like we can't think straight, we can't make decisions, it just, hurts our soul, really. And so you want to step out of that. And again, like I said earlier, when you start getting fearful, bring in the light from God, bring that light in. Say, I am light, I am love, I'm energy. Just keep saying things over and over and don't let that fear mind get into you. And another thing that fear does is that it won't work in this energy. So it just won't work. So we need to learn to get out of that and everything. Another thing that you want to do is let go of blame, stress, and anger. You can't blame anybody for your problems. It's this whole energy is about us strengthening ourselves, that we need to look at ourselves and see how we can improve it, improve our lives, let go of anger, let go of hate, let go. And like I say, the baddies, they want you to hate each other. They want us to fight all the time. You're fighting about this or that. It's got to stop. And the only way it can stop is from each individual. And we've got to see love in everybody. Everybody is going through this. There is no one on earth that is not experiencing this. And so we've just got to have understanding and compassion for our fellow man, no matter, where they live in the world, what they're going through. Send them love. And then our internal balance affects our external planetary balance. So as you can see, like the anger that's going around, it's affecting the world, and it's affecting like it might be affecting our weather. We still don't know if they're manipulating it or not, but it can affect just the energy in the planet. So you want to really work on yourself. And one of the things that we're moving into, and I'll read this to you, but we've moved out of the age of Pisces. And I'll read to you what it says about Pisces. The Piscean age symbolized illusion, deception, and confusion. And that's true, right? Because we're seeing the illusion, all the lies are becoming so clear to us that we can't even believe that we believed in it. In this age, we wanted to believe in everything we were told, the news, Hollywood. We believed that if we had, better skin and we look younger, and we have to look younger no matter how old we are, and you have to be stick thin, and you have to have the body that they do, and you have to believe in the government. The government is always out there for you, and it's just so on and so on. And so we're breaking that down. So if you're feeling like your whole world's falling apart, it is. And it's not to be anything afraid of. We have to do this to make a better world. This is all about making a better world. And the age of Aquarius, which we are in, is symbolized by shocking and revolutionary change, and is associated with freedom, social justice, and new technology. And since there is a huge difference between these two ages, it's going to be hard on us because we're right in the middle of it. So we're the bringers of the new age. We're bringing in a whole new life, something we haven't seen for thousands of years. So it's no wonder that we just feel like kind of stressed out. And we see that we're more divided, and there's this side and that side, but that we're going to come together. It's just that not everybody can see things in the same light as we are at the moment, but everybody's going to come to this conclusion, or they may not. I don't know. None of us know this. And so it just might be very hard, but we are all ascending collectively, and Earth is ascending collectively. And this has been destined by God. It's nothing that we can change. So once you realize that, you can work with it instead of going into fear about it, because there's nothing to fear. It's the greatest thing that's ever going to happen on this world, ever. And we've never seen it, at least not in our lifetimes, or, I don't know in the other ages that they had this. But one of the things that we're going to see is, and you have to really watch your thoughts. And so you've got to be careful that you don't go into like fear and anger or worry or anything. And one thing I have found, and it's really funny how I found it out, but it just happened one day, and I was kind of worried and kind of depressed and everything feeling. And all of a sudden I looked up. And the minute I looked up, it went away. And then when I looked down, or even straight, but more down, I could feel that again. So I think that if people, you might try it. It worked for me. And I'm just trying to think of things to help people, because we're all going through this. And I have a lot of different things that I have used in my life through all my entire life that have helped me get through stressful situations. And I just want to share them with everybody that maybe hasn't had this luxury to learn. And let's see if I have anything else that I wrote down here. So I think that's it for today. I just want you to love yourself, work through this. Just know that you're going to be okay, that everything's going to be okay. And another thing I wanted to tell you is, you can start telling the universe what you want to accomplish for the day. You get up in the morning, I want to take a shower and quickly get dressed. I mean, it's stupid things like this, but you'll see that it works. I want to exercise for 20 minutes today. And you don't say I intend to exercise 20 minutes today. When you say intend instead of I want, it's so much stronger, and you're telling the universe that you intend to do it. And you'll see that it does. I intend to get a parking space when I go to the grocery store, right by the front door. I intend to take my dog for a walk and see all my friends. It just goes on and on. And you feel like you've got control of your life. And that's what this is. We're to get control of our life, move out of fear, and not let our ego drive us to everything and let us feel weak and that we can't change the world, because we are, and we're going to, and you can see it all over the world. And so just keep up the good work, and I just want you to feel good about yourself and just keep trying, not trying, I don't like that word, but keep saying your affirmations or your intentions, bringing the light from God into your body, doing heart coherence, and you'll be okay. You'll just will bring in a whole new world, and probably a year from now it'll look totally different. But we have to just go through this birthing stage that we're going through, which isn't comfortable. But anyway, thanks again for joining me, and I'll see you next time.